Oh, I forgot about that card. I wonder if I should put this in my deck. I should probably just play this. Well, currently I'm trying to play this deck, but yeah. I guess I really should put Rafellos in here. I forgot it. I've never thought to put it in Azusa. That's funny. The planet's not a forest, is it? Well, I'm in top deck mode here. I have all the mana in the world, though. Opponent's holding up a 1-mana spell for 600 years, too. As is tradition. Yeah, I can cast anything I want. Oh, okay, here. Please. Please. Dead. Real fellows. Hello. I could probably shave land. I am at 45. I've noticed, I mean, it's fine to draw a ton of lands in this deck, though. I did put Craterhoof in here. I think I'm going to take it back out. The past, like, couple hours of playing this, it hasn't done anything. I suppose Sundering Titan is on theme. Yeah, maybe Sundering Titan's fine. I don't really give that much of a chance, though. I'll give it a... I was looking at all the standard commanders I haven't played yet, and there's a lot I just don't want to play. Like, I'm all set with the Spider-Man cards, really. I've kind of just played pretty much everything in standard currently that I want to play, so I've been playing Historic Brawl for a bit. I've only done Bolas' Citadel as a card in the deck, not in the command zone. And it was good every time it swung. I still prefer the Gonti one, though, because it doesn't have to live. That's like the massive problem with the Spider, is it has to swing, and that's just basically impossible in standard. Every deck has like 10 removal spells, and you can't really give it haste too easily. I don't think Omen Path is trash. I just played all the stuff I want to play out of it. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's particularly good. They also don't play well with other cards in Magic, so it's hard to make them work. They care about things that are not really in standard. Well, at least in abundance. Some of them work, though. Sandman was cool. It wasn't very good, but it was cool. I think the black ones are my favorite. Gonti was just my favorite. Wrench or whatever. Yep, I'm gonna play Azusa. I made my mind up. That's what I'm doing. I'm not over this deck. I want to see the preparedness for this strategy. Which I think I have been a little bit more lately. People more prepared. Some commanders are just not played anymore. I don't know if that's because strip mine is everywhere, but it wouldn't surprise me. There's just like certain commanders I just don't see ever anymore. Maybe that's my MMR, I don't know. This matchup is another one that is an answer to Azusa. Well, I guess we're gambling on Once Upon a Time. Foul Collector is weird. I didn't expect that. Oof. Alright, take the land. I could take this, I guess. I guess I don't need the land. This might be too slow, though. Okay, I found a land anyways. Huge. I don't think it's a Hell Q thing, but it could be. Do I have another land? Oof, only one. Could be. I've seen more Keenans and Scythuses than I usually do, but I might be an MMR thing. Because I just Like, if I have strip mine, I just win. But obviously in this matchup, that's not true. Rampant growth. Alright. I'm not playing any 2-mana ramp spells here. Well, I haven't gotten completely annihilated yet somehow. So I can play Hour of Parmesan. I think I will. Get Ancient Tomb and Arid Mesa because we have Emrakul. Again, Strip Mine doesn't do anything against Rain 6, so it's not part of the game plan. You think the free mulligan needs to go away? I mean, at this point, probably. At this point, yeah. This format is very brutal. Hey, there's Strip Mine. Alright, well, it's tapped. I have a card in my hand that doesn't care about it. So, neither of us really exploit Strip Mine. It's just not really part of either of our core game plans here. So, I can play double Strip Mine? Alright, I mean, I have a line here. Let me... Wait, I have to think about this. If I play you first... Wait, what am I talking about? I don't even have Strip Mine. What am I... I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Let's play... Yeah, I don't know why I thought I had Strip Mine. That and that there. Maybe I can mess them up. I could try to Scute Swarm Scam. We can try to Scute Swarm Scam here. It's not the most reliable, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. This, I mean, the red source is tapped. Strip Mine doesn't matter. They have to have essentially double red. They don't even have the first red. Oh, wait, yes they do. Okay, so they can kill one of them. I would not exhaust resources here. This obviously doesn't matter anymore. But they did it anyways. But I don't believe that matters. It could be way more important if they double... Like, if they can pick up the Ancient Tomb and do it again. So maybe that's the plan? I also would kill the token, because if I reanimate this, I'd get more. Opponent, I'm not gonna trade. You can swing with the Lotus Card. You can swing with the Lotus Card, you'll be fine. Alright, so we can play... you... and then... Azusa? To play you. Now it's up to my opponent to somehow get through all of this. I can scape shift, and maybe they would concede immediately. So let's just scape shift, see what happens. 5, 6, 7. They need some kind of insane card to not lose. Alright, they don't have it. Look at that. Yep, this is where Strip Mine doesn't matter, and if it's part of my opponent's game plan, it's going to be hard for it to really matter. My deck has every reanimate spell in the game, basically, for lands, so it's hard to Strip Mine. It's basically impossible, because Azusa survives at 2 toughness as well. This is a pretty... I don't know. I initially thought this was a bad matchup, but I do have a pivot. I don't have to Strip Mine spam. Interesting matchup. Interesting matchup. I don't see a lot of Ren in 6. Or I haven't seen a lot of Ren in 6. Over the past couple days of playing this. The more I play, the more I kind of wish burgeoning was something else, which is very funny. Very funny. Yeah, I'm gonna try to not run burgeoning. There's been a lot of ins and outs. Same with exploration. I had exploration for a second. Well, I wasn't playing it, but I recommended it, and I'm not 100% on that. Unlicensors? I haven't really cared about Graveyard Hate. I don't think I need Graveyard Hate to beat that deck. Could just slide in Emrakul. I don't know. Just slide it in nice and quiet. Alright, Once Upon a Time gamble. They have Grief or Solitude, I guess. Let's see, is it Solitude? No, it's Grief. I am fine with a land, because we're Azusa, sure. Yeah, Stick Fingers is another good one to completely thrash with that card. Okay. What does this do? When an opponent discards, exile... Okay, so we're waiting for Grief for the Tiny Bones. They can take my Crucible, but they'll probably take the Bloom Vine. Okay, Rest in Peace. Huh. This is Historic Brawl. Rest in Peace is kind of weird. Let's play Bloom Vine? We can just play it next turn. Sure. This also gives my opponent something to worry about, maybe. Whereas, like, I don't really care if they kill it. This is also just dead now. And this will always cost 13. But it probably doesn't matter this matchup anyways. I don't think Emrakul's really that great. They do take the time to kill my commander. Interesting. I almost wouldn't do that. Especially if I had more lands in my hand. It just, like, doesn't do anything. Alright, so I have... not enough to get Primeval Titan. So... I'm going to hold on to Crucible because it doesn't do anything. And if it gets discarded for whatever reason, feels kind of bad. Oh, I thought they had 4 lands. I forgot the ossification is a... it's not a land. Alright, no fetch land. 6, 7, so we can get Primeval Titan. And ideally we get Strip Mine at least once here. Same with that other one. So, Dust Bowl, I mean. Dust Bowl, Strip Mine. I can Dust Bowl my own lands. My opponent needs mana way more than I do, so... I can Scape Shift for Bounce Land Beseju to get that back if I want. Alright, they did not hit a land, so this is a complete nightmare. It might just be lights out. Yep. Nice rest in peace. It'd be a shame if I couldn't reanimate my Strip Mine. Oh yeah, rest in peace is kind of weird. Oh yes, love it. You don't like the new Dust Bowl? Well, I don't have the old one. Unless I do, I don't know. Like, everyone's saying these are Hell Q matchups, and I'm winning. All right, I'm winning. Oh, yeah, it's running 6 again. All right. Yeah, everyone's just right now, today, as as it stands, everyone's just so prepared for strip mine. Everyone's just ready. I love it. It does make for more interesting games, I'll tell you that much. I don't just win turn 0. We take those. This does look like a turn 2 Azusa instead of anything else, which is kind of lame. But it is what it is. Okay, no, I guess not. There's a lightning bolt. It could be Ragavan, but it's probably lightning bolt. I'm not sure I will strip mine in response to lightning bolt. I don't think so. Oh, is it lightning axe? It might be lightning axe. I'm trying to discard here. Yep, it is. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. So if I strip mine, my opponent might be upset. Okay. We do have Ancient Tomb. Forgot Ancient Tomb existed. So we can do both. Because Ancient Tomb is really good. Let's see what my opponent does about this. Oh. What was it about unlicensed hearse? I need unlicensed hearse? Turn 2, by the way. Oh man. Oh. Oh, this is good. This is the format is healing. That's what this means, right? This means we're healing. I think this is synonymous with spiritual healing. It's either that or martinis. I don't know. You tell me. Cormella, is that the one that draws cards? Actually. When it dies, reanimate it. Okay. We have the unkillable ramp spell. Strip Mine is obviously a card any deck can play, though. I will play this because I have enough lands to do it, and I don't need to do anything else. So. There is like kind of a filter, like layers of threats. Like killing Azusa is usually not right. Okay, it's not the case here. River's Rebuke removed. Interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, they didn't kill Azusa, so now my hand looks really lame. I will still cast this. Crew is 4. Not great. 5, 6, 7. A fetch land would be insane. Excuse me. A, one power creature would be nice. Alright, a 3 power creature. Alright, that's not what I meant. We're getting in there for 1. I'm running out of time. Not even Strip Mine is good here, so this is looking bad. I mean, there's a ton of good cards to draw, though. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, probably have one more turn before the game's completely over. It might already be over. I don't know what my opponent's hand is, though. This is hard to tell. Should not kill the Zuzu. Does not kill Azusa. Okay. What does that get? I mean, if they killed Azusa, I couldn't do this, but I still would never kill Azusa. Not playing around Eldritch Evolution. So there's no fetch land in the graveyard. Yeah, I don't have any good draws. I just don't have anything. I guess I'll get this. What does this do? Whatever. I can cast it again and again. It doesn't matter. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is an enchantment, artifact, creature. 11, 12. So we can cast Emrakul if we want. Each of up to 2 targets. I did not expect Urza. Looks like Mana Drain? Can't Mana Drain the trigger, though, so it has to be Tails End. You shouldn't cast Mana Drain. You should not cast Mana... Okay, my opponent just cast Mana Drain in the face of Emrakul there. Now I have infinite mana on their turn. Thank you. Let's see here. Opponent really should not have done that. So let's kill their commander with this. We should cast Ral. Actually, let's just do this and see what this gets us. Discard 2 cards. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. -8. 8. Kill that. Wait. Enchantment opponent controls. Okay. So this. And that. Say no. Faithless Looting again? Alright, your turn. Shouldn't have been a drain there. Although maybe you just had to. Alright, that was a very, very good draw. Could just play this as a 4-5. Yeah, why not? I don't need more mana. Let's just cast it. Boring old 4-5. Our promise. Yeah, we'll just cast it. That's fine. So, Dust Bowl and a fetch land of some degree. That one. I'm gonna just fetch to get a land out of my deck. They did not attack me. Alright, not the most exciting. I guess I go after the black mana, because there's so little of it. 2, 3... Yeah. Let's go after that. And I'll Nylea's Intervention for any random amount. Just do it for... It doesn't matter. It probably just gets countered anyways, but all it does is grab lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Just go after the black mana. That will flip, but I can blow it up. Is this Bloomvine actually going to get there? I don't care if this gets countered, right? Correct. Does not. And then... pass? I really should leave up the Dust Bowl for the Escanta so there's no, like, extra turn infinite spam loop or whatever, instead of just blowing up a land right now. Alright, that's a really good draw. Still no black mana. That was a complete whiff. Huge. Let's blow that up. I can make food tokens. And I guess I'll name Eldrazi. Let's see what's under here. Ice Till, does that change anything? Oh, I already played all my lands. Ugh. Alright, I'll still cast it. I get 1 extra land drop because of Ice Till itself. Hey! Oh, how it comes together so nicely. Yeah, that mana drain, I don't know. Okay, to be fair, I don't think the mana drain gave me enough mana. Like, I don't think the mana this gave me on their turn did anything crazy. So it didn't matter. And they kind of just had to stop the 13/13. So it made sense. Just, I obviously didn't know their hand when they cast it. Most of the time, it's probably really bad to have it. But Emrakul's just bad to have hit you anyways. Yeah, that was an insanely back-breaking Emrakul. No Commander, no Urza, no Chandra, lost Ral, Gutter Snipe, Seagate, Mizzix Mastery. All of that was answered by Emrakul. All of these cards right here. Oh, and then the Feed the Swarm also. Oh, and this. Oh, and these two, because the Faithless Looting, I cast it 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 technically, because they cast on Emrakul. 12 cards were dealt with by Emrakul. 12 cards. Yeah, the dragon, it was a good idea to, I guess, cast it. Look at that. It just got in there. I don't think I've ever killed anyone with the dragon before. I don't think I've ever even cast it before. I don't know. I'm wise beyond my years, I guess, to think of even casting it. Alright, we have Strip Mine, but it is Sephiroth, and early Strip Mine is kind of weird here, especially with infinite 1-drops. I don't think we can just strip mine out the gate. Actually, I don't even know if I should keep this. I'm on the draw. Yeah, I don't even like that hand. This hand is good if this lives. This is exceedingly unlikely, though. The rest of the hand is kind of weird, though. Yeah. Okay, we can get rid of you. Sure. Let's look for one drop. I found one technically. Not the one I really like, though, but it is a one drop. I'll cast it. Fatal Push, cut down. Nope. I think there's a 1-mana discard spell. They just didn't cast it. It's not Dark Ritual. I don't care if this dies. I don't care about the Reclaimer at all here. My opponent probably would kill it if it was a Mana Dork. Yeah, I'm not going to strip mine this turn cycle. Okay. Play versus draw here is colossal, unfortunately. Alright, well there goes strip mine. I'm still going to do it, but it's not winning the game anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's still good. It's still good. My opponent doesn't have infinite life, but still, it's not doing what I want it to do anymore. They know I don't have more lands in my hand. It's another game, a situation where, like, maybe killing it is right, maybe killing it is wrong. They can flip Sephiroth pretty easily now. Is it Dark Ritual? It's not Dark Ritual, okay. They do kill Azusa. Again, it's another spot where, like, I might not just ever kill Azusa there. So I can recast Azusa, then do nothing. So, Cultivate it is. Alright, yeah, we have to draw something at this point. And that 1-mana spell was Innocent Blood. It was not Dark Ritual. I haven't seen an Innocent Blood in... I don't know. So we're sacking our whole board. 5, 6. Cast that. Boom, boom, boom. That. No. Cast that. Alright, one off. I can't do anything. Alright. So, yeah. Black market. Play versus draw. If I was on the play, I actually probably just automatically win. I mean, I hate to mock it up to just that, but if I was on the play, I think I legitimately win instantly in the given situation there. Strip mine would have been a part of the game, and I probably would have just won immediately. No black market connections or anything. So, Azusa into nothing? Not ideal. Okay, we can maybe get there with this. Let's put back you. You don't matter. My opponent's deck only has one thing it can do. So, it's just like a pseudo race. They just ignore everything, cast 7-drop. Let's play you right now. Also, hello. Oh, with the resub. Look at that. We finally made it. Thank you, thank you. Yep, the old herp into dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have it next turn. I can just barely stop it with this primal command. So I will. Let's put away... It doesn't really matter which one. I guess the one that costs mana? No, let's put away a land, because the Wayfarer's Bauble will shuffle it away. And that could actually matter. It looks like it does. It looks like that actually does matter, because they do want to redraw the land. I guess. 4 mana. I'm still in a very bad spot here. Gamble Sowing? Yeah, we're just going to gamble Sowing. That's what we're doing. Gamble. Wait, what? May search over for land, put it on top. What? That's really weird. So my opponent kind of has no cards after Ujin is cast. Don't normally see that. Let's do this. I have Haro, I'm okay. If you say so. So, Strip Mine is not good enough anymore. And I have no way to infinitely create Strip Mines. I can still go after a land. I can still just cast this. Strip Mine one time. Actually, I don't even think it's right to do that. I don't even think it makes... It doesn't do anything. Alright, we'll just cast this. And then they'll probably exile 2 things. I can swing at Ujin. And then possibly Scute Swarm spam. I could have maybe gotten a fetch land if that was my game plan. Fetch land might have been better than Strip Mine here. We'll see, I guess. They also need another card. I'm sure they have them, though. I guess they don't. Oh, silly me. They're just playing Ornithopter for some reason. Alright, do they have an actual win condition? Or is it just like... Ujin. Alright, we're gonna see if this is good enough. There's a chance it is, there's a chance it isn't. They have to have 4 cards. And they all have to be castable. Ujin doesn't do it. So, let's see what we can do here. We can make a lot of Scute Swarms, but that doesn't mean I just win. Does not mean I just win. They could have an Eldrazi that just like... Yeah, let's get Arid Archway here and pick it up. This is a looping threat. I could get Balagate Recovery as well, but no, I'm just going to keep doing this. We're just going to keep doing that. And they can't really deal with the rest of my stuff. I mean, they can, but I don't know if it matters. It's just Emrakul at this point, I feel. but we'll see. I think it's just Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. So 12 mana Emrakul cannot be played. Still can't be played. Edge? Looks like we win. Oh, love it. Yeah, Ujin's, yeah. Love it. I'm gonna go out with as many tokens as I want. Yeah, now we can just swing and win. Oh, love it. I guess you were right. We did have Haro, and we were okay. Look at that. We could have bounced the Balagit to pick up Primal Command and grab I don't know what, but I think that just takes more time than I care to commit to doing anything but this. Because all this can only be stopped by specifically the Steal All Your Creatures Emrakul, and given what my opponents played this entire game, like really nonsensical things, it seems like a deck that does nothing except try to cast this and assume they're going to win, but they didn't. We got swarmed. They got swarmed. I think that's the first time I've bounced Arid Mesa. I'm not Arid Mesa, Arid Arcway. I think that's the first time I've done that. I normally don't ever do that. Alright, Atali is a gamble matchup I've come to feel. Its vibe, like it just gambles. It doesn't hit anything off my deck normally. Oh, it's just unlikely, but I don't do a good job at stopping it. What are these hands? Please, come on. Alright, well. Take what we can get. It's really bad. That was a very, very, very bad line of hands there. Say it's not normally likely, but rip. I can yeah, the board wipes thing is not. The spacecraft's just never played though. We can play this. It's like essentially mana neutral. 1, 2, get a 3-drop. No, that doesn't make sense. Just passing. Opponent's going to herp derp 2 into 4, I assume. Oh yeah, Gitrog monster. I forgot. No, 2 into 4. Look at that. So this is mana neutral? Wait, tap a creature you control. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's just not enough. Alright, well, just waiting another turn then. Right? Yep. I could only do it for 5 last turn? Ugh. Yeah, it's not coming together too well. Alright. In this matchup, there are a ton of really bad hits. That is not what happened, because why would it? Well, it hits one of the best cards in their deck. Only makes sense, I guess. Yep. It's like they win the gamble, I guess. I can't do it for 6? What? Oh, you can only harmonize from the graveyard. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my, I'm an idiot. Alright. I'm an idiot. For some reason I thought I could harmonize both sides. It doesn't matter. I don't... Primeval Titan's not winning the game anyways. It was over. Yeah, well, like I said, the Atali matchup is literally smooth brain gamble, and my opponent won the gamble. You just cast it, and sometimes you don't hit one of your literal 45 ramp spells. You just hit the one draw 18 card. Bruh, where are all the 1-mana cards? My deck has a lot of 1-mana cards in it. That's not what I meant. With Roxanne, maybe this works. I think I'm getting rid of Reclaimer. That was a pretty good draw. Looks like a Once Upon a Time that wasn't not willing to cast it turn 1. Wonder what that means. Already played 2 cards. We will do this. I can get Strip Mine, or I can get... I'm not going to hide anything. I'm just going to go grab it. I get like Dust Bowl or whatever. I'm always hitting the... Oh, well, I guess we just win. We just win. I'm not going to Ancient Tomb myself. Alright. Look at that. Easy. Just how Wizards drew it up. See, in situations like that, some matchups, the 1-drop is just, like, really nice. I mean, I did take out Burgeoning, but still, it's kind of like... I feel like I'm getting none of the 1-drops. Have I cast this yet? I don't think I've cast Ujin since I put it in. Lumra could be interesting. I think, you know what? I think I like Lumra more than I like Sundering Titan. Historic Brawl games, they're just not about Sundering Titan. They're really just not. I still haven't liked Chrome Mox. Like, neither of these. There's so many hands where there's just not anything to Chrome Mox. Or that has been the case, which maybe that's just the problem with the deck and not Chrome Mox. But like you Chrome Mox yourself and have a turn 2 Azusa, like you're down so many cards. Like you have a bunch of lands you vomit, there's a card under Chrome Mox, and then you have what, 1 card left in your hand, and it better be good. Yeah, I already talked about the One Ring. Well, what about Tifa? I don't think it's redundant. What about Rafellos? What about Ren? Well, not Ren to 6. Yeah, Rafellos, Tifa. In some cases, Bristly Bill. Well, it's not a 1-drop. We're up against a commander I have not seen. I haven't even seen this in Standard, I don't think. We were talking about Chromox. My opponent has Chromox. And I have a hand that would actually kind of care about Chromox at the same time. It's funny. Both of these are okay. Let's just go with non-land. It's not quite what I wanted, though. Well, this is a turn 2 4-mana commander. So that's pretty bad news. If they have a removal spell, it might just be completely lights out. Although, to be fair, Rofellos isn't really doing anything. I don't need my 5/6 or 5/7 in play, so looks like it will resolve though. All right, we did get it, I guess. Well, yeah, mono green, Rafellos and Tifa. Okay, well, we're gonna play the 5/7, and we're gonna try to stay alive. My opponent being on the play with Chromox Ramp, using the Strip Mine strategy, is just out the window. Yeah, you can play Tifa and Bristly Bill and Rofellos in turn 1. That most assuredly makes a difference. Alright, so I can get Strip Mine. Let's play Azusa. Let's play... I have to play at least one forest, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Well, my opponent isn't mono green. So I didn't use him as an example. But yeah, I gotta blow this up here, so I don't lose the game. Although I might still be losing. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. And then... you... and pray that my opponent doesn't have any other thing ever. Oh, they could have killed me. Yep, they could have killed me. They could have tapped this in combat. I would have died immediately. They missed lethal. Doesn't look like it's going to matter, though. I didn't draw anything. Can I possibly find anything? Let's see, 5, 6... No, there's no way to find anything. Alright, yeah. Yeah, on the play of Chromox, making Strip Mine not a thing, and playing this turn 2, and then just, like, Gaia's Cradle turn 3, there's just nothing I can do. I lost to something I've never seen before. That's funny. I don't think we would have... If we had Chromox that game and got rid of Balagit Recovery, Rofellos on turn 1, I could have kept up with my opponent and actually played the game. And then... Oh, but still, though. Still. I have a Dust Bowl. I don't have much else here. This is sketchy. I kind of like it, though. Okay, does that help? Not necessarily. Yeah, not being able to kill Rofellos is kind of the main thing, and, well, I can't kill Rofellos. So... Only one green source. I can get another one, but then I can't do anything. Alright, yeah, we're just losing here. It's just another game. I'm just not... I'm not impacting my opponent in a meaningful way, so I just, like, lose to a turn 3/6 drop. That is, I guess, not a turn 3/6 drop. That's a really weird card. This is a really good card here. So we can play you. Can we play Azusa? Boom, boom. So boom, boom. And then land. And cast it. Alright, they have to beat it. I'm asking the questions. Do you have the answers? You just have perfect Ulamog? Nope. No Ulamog. Apparently no Boseiju. Alright. Well, now they have to have something remarkable. But that is possible. Rofellos is just existing. I don't have Hornet Queen or anything funny. Ulamog and probably Primeval Titan? Primeval Titan just dies, but it also doesn't really get anything that matters. Yeah, let's just get Lumra. No, that's stupid. No, it's not. No, it's actually not stupid. As long as I have the largest things around, it's okay. So... that... this... I just need more stats than my opponent so they can't swing past me. Because I'm not stopping a random win the game card like Ulamog from my opponent anyways. So I should just have giant defensive stats. And I just don't trust Scute Swarm here. I love the mid-range cards here. That's funny. You bought the Dragon Eye Wastes? Oh yeah, nice. I've only seen it like once or twice. I can just sack the Overlord? Okay, well that works too. Oh, this also has collect evidence, so we can just find anything and win the game with it. I was really hoping for a land there, so let's swing with you. They're just gonna take it, but I don't care. This is a clock, just as is. It's just a clock. Like, if they deal with everything I'm doing, this will deck them out, so... I'm not dead to Emrakul. Nope. I'm not attacking doesn't save me against Crater Hoof anyways. And this, again, seems like a mid-range deck, so it needs, like, very specific things. And it doesn't have them, so they can't stop Emrakul. I just win. I don't care to protect... Yeah, I was about to say, I don't even have to keep... I don't have to keep Ujin alive, but can I? Block the 6. Okay, I can keep Ujin alive. Yeah, this is Rofellos mid-range. That's pretty interesting. I love me an Elder Gargaroth. Okay, it does have 6 drops. It should have 6 drops because the turn 3 untap with Rofellos is something you should kind of have prepared. This is Historic Brawl, though, so that's like your least likely outcome is to untap with this on turn 3. But I like this. If they're playing these cards because Rofellos probably dies so much that you just can't play a bunch of giant, goofy, stupid things. But they do have some giant, goofy, stupid things. Neat. We're getting a huge chunk of games that don't care about strip mine. And my deck really just wants to strip mine spam, so it's kind of crazy. Most of my wins are just not strip mine right now. It's not normal. Typical, I mean. Apparently it's normal, but it's not typical. I heard there were 7 sets next year. It's kind of insane. How much? Oh, there's not even a timer yet. You'd figure that the pace Wizards likes to keep us on the heroin that is hype, that there'd already be a countdown for this set to be over, even though it's only been like 2 weeks. Kind of glad it's not there. Of course, it's not there in the set that's like the least interesting, but... Yeah, it's like the, my Tifa pivot. My Tifa deck is not all in on Tifa, it just plays it, and then everyone freaks out, and then I just do something else instead. It's kind of like that. Alright, is it on the play? It's not! Oh, wow. Look at that. It's actually not on the play. The past 3 times it has been, or 2 times. This is a very annoying commander when it's on the play. But I have some hedge against it on the draw. Sort of. So, do I play... Strip Mine? I don't think so. I think I'm just passing. This looks unbelievably strange, but this is what I'm going to do. How do you not leave up Philius? This is... Opponent has the gonads. I don't have the gonads for that. Alright, let's get Dust Bowl then, and keep our options open, because I don't necessarily have to strip mine. You just take the crop rotate. Yeah, they're all kind of the same. Oh wait, it doesn't take it out forever. Okay, maybe that's not what I take if I was my opponent. But who cares? So 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. And then we play land, and I'm okay with this. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just going to cast this. Alright, we have all the mana in the world. But yes, Dust Bowling my Phalia opponent here doesn't do much. Nah, I wouldn't swing. They do anyways. I just wouldn't do that. Very bad draw. Very bad draw. I also have to cast it, unfortunately. Alright, we're gonna just do this and leave up crop rotation. And I don't even really have any good crop rotation things. Yeah, alright, this doesn't come together. This just didn't come together here. I mean, look at my mana, though. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 lands in play, and I think it's my third turn. It's absolutely ridiculous. The strip mine window is just beyond us, though. Yeah. And they have the best saga in the entire deck. They have the literal best card in Felia. Suppose that makes sense. Why not? Actual best card in their entire deck. Not even close. Okay, let's just... do this. You have Mana Tithe too? Come on. Whatever. Alright, well, at least it didn't matter. It doesn't actually do anything. Alright, cool. That was fun. Yeah, Mana Tithe didn't matter. They had the best saga, we had no strip mine window, and didn't draw anything. With 10 lands. I could have gotten Ancient Tomb. Wouldn't have changed anything, though. Or Arid Archway, whatever. Wouldn't have changed a thing. I'm on the draw. Oh, opponent? What happened? You don't want to play against the Strip Mine tribal deck? Oh. Tragic. They're on the play. Archery Charm for Ancient Tomb? Assuming we have the Mystic here. Probably Surveil Land. No, it's Lightning Bolt. Alright. Or assuming it's Lightning Bolt, and it is. Yeah. Looks like there's a Chrome Mox. Because there's always a Chrome Mox when playing against VV. Oh, never mind. The better one. For this situation, I mean, it's better. I'm not interested in playing around anything, but I guess that doesn't mean anything. Wait, what does that even mean? What am I doing? Nothing, right? Yeah, I'm just doing nothing? Okay. Alright. see that. Please draw. Dang it. Oh wait, I should do this now. I should do this now. Yeah, I can do this now. In combat for Mana Drain. Alright, so I can get Ancient Tomb. And then we're just going to assume that matters. Yes, sirree. So 1, 2. This costs 6. I can always play this. Might as well play it. Yeah. So I'll do that. Let's get rid of that. They can't counter. Well, they can, but they have to, like, Tail's End or something. Which just might be a better line. All right, so let's get Strip Mine. Sure. Oh yeah, I have a 3/3 as well. I forgot. Forgot that was part of the equation there. I don't know if it matters, but it's here. They can fire up the Guardian Idol, so I can't swing at them. Or dive down. Guess that makes sense. Sure. I'm not going to attack one. Alright, I did stuff. I can Primal Command a Mana Source. I can... Okay, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I will block. I think? Maybe I don't. I'm not... No, I'm not going to block the first time. There's a chance that that's going to swing for vastly more than I just saw. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff here that are counter-worthy. And unfortunately, this is one of them. And there's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah, we're just... I'm going to ask the question, and they have to have the answer. That's all. Looks like they do have the answer. Really, really tragic. Oh, well. Now we're losing tremendously. I'll just play a giant threat that can probably block. Maybe should have played those in a different order. Yeah, alright. I won't lie to you. I could have and probably should have played those in a different order. I think the closet was more important. Could be wrong about that, though. Because VV's all the mana they need anyways, so I'm not sure the closet would matter. Oh, they just had both mods. Of course they did. And then they take 2 extra turns. Fun. That's 8, opponent. It's not 9. You can swing. Come on. Basic math. There you go. I will block the Guardian Idol. I'm not respecting anything off the top of my opponent's deck, so... Congratulations if you draw something. Apparently they didn't. I can play... Ice Till, Land Azusa? Yep. Wait, that's not true. I can't tap the Ancient Tomb, so... Delighted Halfling... Gain 7, Land, Azusa... None of that matters. Ice Till, block... Strip Mine... Doesn't matter. Okay. It's just lights out then. Gain 7? I don't know what I'm doing. Nothing matters. Nothing matters. There's no lines. It looks like they have a castable spell too, which is exceptionally terrible for us, so. I want it to not have that happen. Okay, there we go. I don't want my opponent to float in second main phase. I don't think it matters, but I'm going to do it. Opponent floated the last one, didn't do anything, so I don't know what the second one's going to do. Apparently nothing. Alright. Still dead to plenty of top decks, I'm sure. Plenty of top decks, including Divination. Literally, Divination would kill me, so... I mean, I'm all in about it. You gotta just find the card. It's there. It exists. Okay, so Strip Mine. I guess they just don't have anything. I will blow this up and I will move phases because they're obsessed with floating for no reason, and I have no reason to not respect it. I guess they keep doing it. Alright, there's nothing. So now I can cast Azusa and then go to 1? Oh, but then I die to whatever spell they have. They have a spell. They have a spell. So land... Yeah, they most assuredly guarantee have a spell because they're holding priority. So we gain 7 and we tuck the... I basically have to gain 7. What is tucking my... Oh, I can't because all of these are a ping. Yeah, no, I would actually die. No, I wouldn't because I'll gain 7. This game is ridiculous. I don't know what to do. These two? I don't know. Yep. Yep. Okay, my opponent had 2 spells in their hand, and they just sandbagged them. Alright. Thank you for wasting my time. Could have just done that on their own turn. I don't know what flashing life gain you think Azusa has, but... Thank you for sandbagging lethal. If it wasn't Ancient Tomb, and it was like Arid Archway, maybe we can win that. Very unlikely, though. Are there any instant speed life gain spells? I can't think of a single card that would make me not just try to... Like, how do you at least not cast the Brainstorm on your own turn? It literally makes 0 sense. Alright, well, once upon a time to let me down. It kind of let me down. Kind of. I'd consider that a letdown. Well, it's not Mana Drain, because they would have just cast it immediately. Apparently that was worth it. Sure. This takes probably Ujin, but Nissa is probably also very scary. So, I don't know. Okay, it took the one I would not take, so there's another discard spell, I guess. Okay. So... Spell Pierce? Well, looks like Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce or Force of Negation. Or Pact of Negation, whatever the... I don't know, there's a bunch of stupid stuff in Historic Brawl now. Can't keep track of it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I will cast Ujin. And just immediately hit the Midnight Clock. Especially if it's packed, they can't cast it. So it has to be Spell Pierce, and of course it is. Why wouldn't it be the best thing ever? Gotta love the best case scenarios. So no answer in hand to Nissa. I don't even know if Nissa tokens matter. Am I even making Nissa tokens? Oh, blowing up the Chrome box doesn't do anything. There's no land in my graveyard, so nothing else to do but this. Alright, I'm not threatened by Chrome Mox enough to make a move on that. I'm just not threatened enough. I don't think the game is about that Chrome Mox. If it is, then rip. You got me, I guess. Land Brewer's Rebuke or something. Alright, it doesn't look like the Chrome Mox really matters. Does that do anything? No, not really, but I'll still cast it. Alright, so there's a board wipe. That's not ideal. That's potentially useful. Oh, okay, it's actually really, really useful. Alright. Maybe we're back in it. So we can blow up the Ancient Tomb, and then they have 5 mana. They cannot recast this. They have to have a mana source. So I guess, yeah, if they had a land, then that would have mattered. But it looks like if the only thing my opponent is doing is casting Rusco, then I have next turn to literally spam strip mine, and then they're just reliant on specifically Midnight Clock as the mana source, and that's probably not going to get there, so get Schmieded. The Schmiedening hath commenced. Oh, opponent, what happened? What was this? I wasn't even looking, I was tabbed. It was Vivi, wow, really? Okay. Love it. Oh man, I love Azusa. I love it. Look at that. That was a... How late was that strip mine into that Rusko game? It was pretty deep in it. It's crazy how, like, that deep into a historic Brawl game, strip mine still just decides that the game is over. Alright, there's no answer to Omen Path, but the rest of my hand looks kind of not great. I don't know, I'm going to keep it. We have Reclaimer, which can do maybe something with stuff and things. And... Oh, wait, we have Ancient Tomb. Never mind, this hand is fine. I didn't see this. Or, I didn't mentally register it. Same difference. Wash Away is lights out. Is there anything I can do instead? Yeah, let's just not lose to Wash Away. I think that's fine. It's as fine as it is. I haven't seen a Wash Away today. Maybe I could have just Windmill Slammed it. I wouldn't say I'm in any rush to cast Azusa, though. I can simply do it next turn, or just not cast it at all. I mean, I could have even cast Bloomvine instead. Maybe that would have been slightly better. Oh, well, we'll see. Apparently my opponent was really reliant on a Wash Away, I guess, because they're over it. Oh, wait, nope, they're back. Alright. Another Signet. Alright, no Wash Away anymore. Looks like there is a castable spell. They weren't willing to cast it. Cast this. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 mana if Excavator lives. It looks like it will. Very painful mana base. But who cares? Pay 20 and not care. I probably should spam the Vista so I have more lands in my hand in future turns. Yeah, that's just a good idea here. Wait, how do you have response to this? What? This is black-red. Pack negation? No, they didn't have pack last turn. They did not like, there was no response to Ramyanap resolving. But there's a response to Bloomvine. They must have top-decked Pact Negation. Unless there's another card I don't know exists. Which is possible. I think they top-decked that. That has to be the only thing I can... That's the only thing I can think of, so... Did they rope out there? Or did they pass normally? I actually wasn't paying too much attention. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, land 5. Boom, boom. Land. Primeval Titan next turn. Primeval Titan into Strip Mine. So they have to do something. They can't just keep doing the same thing they're doing. Okay, that's doing something. I'm not sure that's what needed to be done. Um, so I can play this. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Let's play this. Primeval Titan. No additional land for the turn. That's okay. It cannot be packed now. I think it is packed in negation. That's 100%. That's my take right now. Only one blue source, so they can't use it. Cavern doesn't really matter. So Arcway... No. Let's just get the Dust Bowl Strip Mine. Let's not get weird with our mana base. I don't have to. My opponent can just... I'm just asking the questions up to my opponent to react to it. They already control deck, so... They can't minus. They do minus. Well, didn't think they could do that, but... If that's your only answer, I mean, this just lights out now. I can closet to do that again. 1, 2, and I can still cast Primeval Titan. Oh yeah, this game's just over. Cast the Pact. Cast the Pact. Cast the Pact. Cast the Pact. I think my opponent's just AFKing and alt-tabbing. I think that's what's going on. Because they're not, like, gone. But they're just alt-tabbing when it's, like, not their turn. Yeah, they're not, like, deliberately doing it. They're just not paying attention. Alright, cast it now. Cast the... Oh, they didn't do it. Wait a minute. That resolved instantly. That shouldn't be possible. That should not be possible. It's not packed in negation? This resolved immediately. Maybe there was a shift-enter situation? I don't know. You and you. They're gonna lose all their lands. Ashiok's one of the few things that, like, maybe matters a lot here, so you probably should double block. It's an actually really... It's just trading with Nicol Bolas is just like a perfectly reasonable trade. Yeah, my opponent's like alt-tabbing on their turn or something. My turn. So kill Nicol Bolas. And then... the main? I could make it even worse for them and just play this and blow up another... Oh, well, we can blow up more mana this way, actually. It's like the same thing. It's like the same thing, except they cost slightly less mana. So you... Can I do it for 7? I can. Alright, I wasn't even gonna pay attention. The Signet needs a land to actually tap or it doesn't do anything. So. Also, I'm just always going with the blue mana. It's not even close. They haven't conceded yet. I mean, look, I'm rooting for the Ashiok ultimate, alright? That's what I'm rooting for. Is this going to be a perfect win? It's just no mana in play. Ashiok versus the world. Okay. Opponent, you've gotten so far. What are you doing? Not now. Let's do this for 6? Nothing interesting. Yeah, nothing interesting. Alright, let's just get this. More mana. Mana. I will put this into play, and I will not take more damage off of Ancient Tomb. That's what we'll do. So we'll cast that. Pull any random garbage out of my deck here. 1, 2, 3, 2. Alright, I've seen a bunch of cards. They can no longer swing. Might not matter to them. Actually, they can minus and then swing for 4. Oh man, look at all this. Look at all of this. I mean, look, they cast a 5-mana card this game. Alright? Don't tell me they didn't. If they go land Thoughtseize, that doesn't really cut it, does it? No. I can Balagit Primeval Titan. One, two, three. I have enough colorless. I could Madness. I could Madness if if I had a way to discard this. Oh, that's good. Perfect victory. My opponent has no permanents in play. This is great. One has no permanents. Oh, it's amazing. I'm gonna just take Massageal, I guess. Alright, your turn. Literal perfect win. I've never had that. I don't think I've had that. They just have no permanents. Ah, beautiful. This is modern art. Desktop background. Thumbnail. Oh shoot, was this on the whole time? Alright, I don't think that matters. I had the screen darkener on the whole time. Well, they were here a second ago. So maybe now is Baby Rage? Although, I mean, you could just concede and move on with your life. That would probably be healthier psychologically. They came back, assessed the situation, and then left. Nice. I don't think there's any card in the game. They can go Swamp, Dark Ritual, Bantu's Last Reckoning. Yeah. Yeah, they could do that. Alright, we'll just like... Wait, I want a picture of this. Well, I can take it. I can take it after, it doesn't matter. Oh, hey, we get nightmare triggers. Oh, beautiful. just what we needed on our way out. Oh, get wrecked. Get totally trampled. Yeah, opponent, full Baby Rage there, I guess, with the roping. Oh, nice mana drain. Oh, okay, Dark Ritual into Toxic Deluge. Oh, wait, did they have enough life total? I think they were at 17. So yeah, Dark Ritual, Bantu's Toxic Deluge would do it. There was the Swamp. They were close. Literally no permanents. No permanents in play. No permanence in play. Look at that. No, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you lose. Maybe they were just thinking for next game. You know, as your typical Grixis control player, they were just thinking for next game. All right, let's see what kind of Azusa deck this is. Most of them are just play it on turn 2, try to cast a giant dumb thing, and they're not doing what I'm doing. Doot. Oh, opponent. You didn't want to play on 6? Oh. Look at that. Literally unstoppable in the mirror. My opponent was on the play, by the way, too, so they had the massive advantage. They actually had the advantage, and they still gave up. Can't handle the heat. They could smell the strip mine. Couldn't handle it. I think this is the first Arboreal Grazer game today. It was kind of nuts. So boom, 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 strip mine. I think that's fine. Should do it now. Send in the old grazer. Alright, you must deal with this board state or you lose. I will double down on that. Yep, you must answer this or you lose a game. Alright, looks like I cast a spell and now I lose the game. This Historic Brawl's a fun format that everyone equally enjoys. I do not draw a land, why would I? And that's probably just game. Yep, if I drew a land there, I was actually fine still. But I didn't, so now I lose. Or it is exceedingly likely that I lose immediately. Alright, lost all my mana. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we good? Okay, what is this doing? Why is this happening now? How do you... What? Why do you not just cast this? You just wins the game. I don't... Okay. So... You... I guess Urborg as well. I kind of have to blow up the token, otherwise it just gets reanimated. So. Alright, what do you mill? More lands. All of the lands they mill get reanimated immediately, so... Not looking great. Alright, yep, this is over. Okay. Mana Drain, you win. That's it. It was bound to happen. I haven't had Mana Drain yet, so I was overdue for one to just completely make a game a non-game. We were playing a game, and then we weren't. Because Mana Drain exists, I guess. Thoughts on the upcoming sets? Well, I don't have a lot of thoughts on them. I don't really get sucked into spoilers because it never stops. And there's a set every 2 months. So I just wait for them to come to me. I've seen some of the cards. I don't know, it's kind of neat, I guess. Lorwyn's pretty cool looking. But I don't have any, like, strong thoughts about it. I will when I play with the cards. Also, I probably should not have kept this. I was caught up talking. Should not have kept this. It's just instant mulligan. Actually, this is probably... Well, can I draw anything that matters? There's like one card. No, there's 2 cards that could be good here. Nope. Alright, game's over. That was supposed to be a mulligan. Instantly, this is a game-losing hand. Just lost on turn 0. My bad. Blue control spells kind of wreck mono green. That is not true at all. No. Cavern of Souls exists. Delighted Halfling exists. You can cast so many giant things that they can't keep up with it. When you play like 5 minutes of Fairy, blue-white control, one of the matchups you don't really want to see is like a giant green deck. Same with colorless. Like Ujin colorless ramp. It's kind of doing the same thing. Your opponents just don't want to ever see that. It's just Mana Drain. And it's only really an early Mana Drain. Like if they had Counterspell, the game continues. Let's play... We could play Azusa, then sack it to Flare. I'm kind of okay with that, actually. I am actually okay with that. Cyclonic Rift shows up very late into the game. Same with River's Rebuke. Shows up very late into the game. It's not completely helpless. I didn't say it was helpless. It just, the counter spells are not really a major concern for a deck that's playing a bunch of giant stuff every turn. Okay, they didn't move this. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, we do this for 6. I could have strip mined here, so a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I could have strip mined here. Now I cannot strip mine. I will put strip mine into my hand, though. That way nothing bad can happen to it. Wow, Declaration in stone? That's wild. That's insane. I've never seen a Declaration in stone. Oh, this is OG Jitte. I thought it was the new one. Wow. It's the OG one. Okay. Let's blow up. Let's actually slow our roll here. No, alright. No rolls to be slowed. We're just doing this. Probably should have done this in the opposite order. I was trying to math out if Azusa makes sense. And, alright. So it doesn't matter fundamentally either way. Alright, we have problems. We can Nature's Rhythm for Scute Swarm and demand something? Okay, what do you got? I'm not playing around anything. Alright, they tried to get me. I called the bluff. Yeah, I called the bluff there. It's just a fine trade. Or maybe they were just trying to trade. I don't know. I'm always trading here. If this was untapping lands, we'd be unhappy. Well, that's annoying. Alright, so no Scute Swarm. Oh, wait, I can still get Scute Swarm. So I play this land. Well, I have to play this. So play this. We play a land. Oh, I can't get Scute Swarm. Alright, so 4, 5, yeah, I can't do anything actually. Alright, this is bad. Okay, game. Well, at least Azusa doesn't do anything anymore. I'll just block the Warhound. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think there's any good card for this Nature's Rhythm. I don't know how. Ice Till Explorer can do something. They have protection from green now, so not necessarily true. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think anything can come of this. Alright, we lost Scute Swarm, I got milled, but they have protection from green, so that wouldn't matter anyways. There is no... There's nothing I can do. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. What does this even actually do? Discard and untap lands. Alright, so they have all their lands. My hand doesn't matter, obviously, but... So they just get their mana back, which might matter, we'll see. Does this have an ability? Alright, they can make a random 2/2 on top of it. This is kind of a matchup that's like almost always free, but it just didn't line up this time. It just didn't come to fruition. But this matchup is like almost always free. This might be the first time I've ever lost to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. So let's play... I already did this. We can do this for a whole boatload. I guess I'll play Azusa first because it doesn't matter. Oh wait, I missed a point of damage. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it didn't matter for a multitude of reasons. They should be holding on to these counters, though. This doesn't make sense. Should hold on to the counters. Because you just have lethal. Oh wait, my opponent has lethal, right. They can just make the Jitte massive. Alright, yeah, 99% of the time, I just win this. This is far and away the first time I've lost to this. Yeah, I've actually never even seen this in play. I can't say it really mattered. It was just a stat stick. It killed my mana dorks, but they weren't doing anything at that point. And it traded with the... where'd it go? It traded with this, but that's just the same as it being a stat stick. A little bit worse than a stat stick because their commander died in the process. So, kind of crazy to see this card. It's actually nuts. Wow. I've never seen Jitte played, but I don't think it could have been an actual equipment, and I would have died probably even faster. Even though it looked like it did things there. It could have been a different equipment that did the same thing faster. Did they not get a protection equipment? I don't even know what they got. I wasn't even paying attention to what Cloud tutored. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, man. The level of disrespect I have for that commander is so abundant, I wasn't even paying attention. That was my own enemy, I guess. I was my own enemy. I have not seen Essica in a very, very long time. I imagine it's doing the same thing it used to do, which is 5-color good nonsense, and then get me there. Yeah, we didn't have our strip mine planned together, and we didn't draw any giant... If we top decked Emrakul, I guess we did just win on the spot. Technically, we had an out that would have won immediately. There were outs there. I will not flare. Alright, this has to take flare? No. No. I don't know. If this matter, it's probably Super Friends. That's my shot in the dark, having not seen this in 20 years. But okay, so we take that. Which means I don't care about defense, obviously. And I will still cast it. And then hope there's an Analyze. Okay, that is a strip mine, which probably just wins. No reason to go against the World Tree. I will do this now. It sets up a Primeval Titan. Oh wait, we can just get... Oh, I misclicked. Oh, I misclicked. I misclicked. I misclicked. I might have just threw the game. Whoops. Well, sometimes that happens. Opponent sent the snooze emote and then still won. Huh. Typical. Typical smooth brain 5-color commander player. RIP. I punted that game. I would have won literally immediately if I got the Ice Hill Explorer. I just clicked the wrong card. Well, I guess I was overdue for a punt there. I can't say I've recognized one. Well, that's just a straight up misclick. That wasn't even like a misplay. Unless that's the same thing. Technically it's the same thing, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't get much more brutal than immediately losing, so I would say that was a pretty brutal misclick, yes. Doesn't get much worse than misclicking the game-winning button there. I can't keep this. Alright, I need a land or I lose. Okay, a land might not be good enough anymore. We'll see. I did find it, though. I don't have... Oh, no, there's no way to ever get that. Never mind. Yeah, there's no room for 2-mana ramp spells. They're also just the worst of the bunch in Historic Brawl. At this point, I don't even really recommend playing any of them. Unless your deck really wants them. This one obviously does not. So, yeah, we're still gonna just Archdruid's Charm. I think? I can't play a land. Play you. That, there, that. We could do that, that, that. No, we're just gonna Archdruid's Charm. Yep. This is a very strange card. I don't know what this is about, but that's what they've got. Should have played Charm before they cast that, actually. That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh well. Gotta make mistakes, I guess. We're in the mistake arc. That just gave me more mana than I was going to have, so that's a little weird. That was profoundly strange. Do you have another card that stops this? I could not cast this unless you did that, so that was really weird. Alright, well, they turned my card into a better one. Let's get Ancient Tomb, and Arcway gives me a land next turn. Strip Mine spam. I should probably just get Strip Mine and just have it as a part of this game. As just a thing to do in this game. Yeah, this is a pretty solid card, I guess. Just in VV is very strange. No, I don't like the mill cards. It's extremely unreliable to do that kind of stuff. I don't like that. Milling like lands to reanimate them is exceedingly unreliable. It's way too inconsistent. I guess if you want to look at the top 5 cards and pick one, you can do that then. If that's what you want to do. Yeah, that one makes more sense. I like this one. This is just a little weird. A little weird in VV. Alright, they know about this Strip Mine. I will go straight to combat, right? Or do I cast Mythweaver Pock first? Is this a treasure token? It is, okay. Yeah, I think we do actually cast this first. Because there's a lot of upside. Like a boatload of upside. Like an insane amount of upside. Alright, it worked. Unless there's Stifle, which I think we've already would have seen. This might have been too greedy. This might have been too greedy. I should have probably just went straight to combat. I don't think the Pock cloning lands was going to get me anywhere where I wasn't already going to go. Excuse me. Losing my voice. Double Arcway is fine, and double Gate is fine. I can pick up Ancient Tomb, actually. That is an interesting one to copy. Yeah. I mean, we have 2 heavy investments here. So, maybe that's worth it. Okay, I made a mistake, and it is actually a rather costly one. That is my bad. But if I don't say the mistake out loud, it doesn't exist. So we're just going to cast Birds of Paradise. But we made a mistake there. It might not matter anyways, because Vivi doesn't care. So it might not even matter. But there was a mistake. They cannot swing. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, they just used Vivi to do that. Whatever it was they just did. Okay. Sure. This is a wild set of cards for Vivi to be playing. But it might work here, because I'm not getting anywhere quickly. That was one of my best draws. Let us play you. Double strip mine. Again, lands irrelevant once Vivi exists, but now I found a way to deal with it, so I think we just win. Unless Ral goes absolutely crazy, then I think we're fine. Oh, I am missing damage. Ooh. Alright, I'm missing damage because I didn't... No, this is still right. This is still right, because I don't know what that 1-mana card is. I should always take this line regardless. So let's go here, and... Yeah, this still makes sense. I would love them to cast a spell here, but that's not going to happen. They did... Oh, but, I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay. They did cast the spell, but the spell... yeah, the spell doesn't help me. It's just a protection spell. Alright, so it's Vivi versus the rest of the universe here. But that does leave them with plenty of mana to do stuff. And Ral is scary. Ral is scary. But I think the Prodigy is scarier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Oh, wait, we have Birds of Paradise. Alright, everything is fine. It's literally as fine as it is. Alright, no respect for Ral. You can't make me. Unrespectable. Alright, you have 6 mana. And Vivi. You have to deal with Ujin, or you have to just win, which I would argue is probably possible. We've seen crazier games. Alright, they don't have it. They didn't have it. There's 3 cards left. The cards we did see made me think that there probably isn't a bunch of absolutely insane stuff going on, like expensive, high mana value stuff, because Charming Scoundrel is weird. And yeah, I guess they just didn't have it. But there's definitely some kind of... Even, like, River's Rebuke here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 mana? I have 14 mana. I would take, like, what, 7, 8 prowess? No, prowess. So, like, 8. You could send it here. Oh, no, this is bounced. Blue Source, River's Rebuke, so they can save Vivi, was like their absolute best thing. But River's Rebuke on its own is not enough. I can just redeploy, and they'd be screwed. And you only get the mana on your turn, right? Yeah, so they can't Cyclonic Rift or anything at instant speed. But again, Cyclonic Rift wouldn't solve it either, because I could just redeploy after combat. No, that's not true. They can end step Rift here, because they're not dead. They just take 10. Yeah, they can. So if I drew a colorless card, that would... Alright, now we're getting too theoretical. I mean, we're talking about something that's impossible. I'm just trying to find outs for my opponent, but I don't... There's almost nothing other than just take infinite turns right then and there and kill me. Which could happen. There's a line of cards that would cause us to lose there. There is a line. I've noticed VV decks have kind of been all over the place. Yeah, what's the modern one? Malevolent Rumble? Malevolent something? You get like an Eldrazi Scion, and look at the top cards. The only one I like is the free one, Once Upon a Time. 1 into 3 is just still like the most insane thing you could do. Like, you don't have to make room for 2 drops. This is not standard. Favorite commander of all time? Oh, jeez. In this format specifically? Probably talking about the format I'm playing, so... Probably... I don't know. Azusa is now one of my favorites. As of, like, I don't know, a month ago. One of my most played. I think Sarkhan is still up there. Like, the Rug Sarkhan. The goofy one. This is not what I want to see at all out of this deck. Okay, this is also really bad. Yeah, on the play with this is really bad. So... You... Yeah, I mean, this is a... Don't think about anything, just cast cards kind of game. Can I beat this? With Primeval Titan, I think I can. This is turning into a play versus draw is the only thing that mattered. If it keeps going in this trajectory. It's like play versus draw and that's it. But we'll see. My 5-color opponent's doing the ignore you mono green thing. Which I would still argue is probably the best way to play 5 colors. Just do mono green ignores you. I'm immune to removal, but I don't know if that matters. Okay, that was a very good draw. That was what we needed. Let's get Arid Archway and Fetch Land. Oh wait, we can get Strip Mine actually, but that doesn't really stop my opponent. Doesn't really stop my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I cannot even Strip Mine if I want to do other stuff. I can't even Strip Mine. I need 10 mana. I need 10 mana. It's way more important than blowing up a land. Also, Primeval Titan still exists, which might want to be dealt with here. They named human? Hack? What's the scariest human? Oh, they didn't even use it. Okay. Okay, love to see that. I love to see that. Okay, I like to see that way less. Way less here. So, Joda, Gwenna. Let's do this. Think I'm going straight to combat? No, that doesn't make sense, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so... Take out you and you. Alright, yeah. They just didn't go crazy. They had the on the play with the thing. It just there are, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. There are lines here that they could have taken that would have been really bad. Like, this looks scary, but it isn't. I don't really care about the One Ring. I'm never even going to exile that. I'd probably exile Lotus Cobra before I exile the One Ring. And, yeah, alright. Nope. The interaction just wasn't there, and they didn't exploit the being on the play enough. All smoke, no steam. Wouldn't it be all smoke, no fire? Or gas? Or explosion? I guess an explosion would work too, because Joda is explosive. Joda do be explosive. Oh, wait. Muldrotha is one of my favorite commanders, but that's paper. That's paper. If we're talking about paper, it's like Muldrotha and Golos. I absolutely love Golos. It's not the best commander out everything, but it is really good at every single strategy in Magic. Golos can be your commander for every deck ever. And it was. I liked it so much because of that. I'm like, oh, I can just play any deck I want and then just have Golos as like a commander that is just fine. It's not, I don't have to think about anything. Just put Golos there. Play 5-color whatever. Or play 4 colors today. Or change this card out. Take that one out. It doesn't matter. I can play whatever I want. So Golos is like that. But it's still just egregiously powerful. It's also the best thing at some things. It is the best at some things. While it's not the best at everything, it's the best at some things. This is a turn 2. Oh, wow, a map from a Muldrotha player. Wow. Alright, wash away, I lose. No wash away. Game continues. I'm actually going to do this here. And I'm not going to... Oh, I forgot to play map. I said I was not going to play the Kami, and I forgot to play the map. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. There are no downsides to the things that we've done. Okay, we can play you, Expedition Mount, Strip Mine, draw a card off the Nissa, okay, blow up the command tower, and I guess... Alright. They have to interact with me this turn, or I just win with the Zenith. Okay. Oh, no, I did it again. Ah! I forgot with the Analyze. Ugh, I'm so dumb. Alright, so still fine. Actually, never mind. They interacted with me, and they still might lose. So I kind of lied. Yep. Kind of lied. They interacted with me and they still lost. That's my bad. But yeah, I should have kept my commander in the graveyard for Analyze. I think this is the second time I've done this. I keep forgetting that this is a thing you can do. I mean, they could make me discard this, but I just lose a card that probably doesn't really matter anymore anyways. Yeah, so look at that. Look at that. That's it. We did it. 15. Oh, I love Azusa. I love it so much. Oh, I mean, I don't even know. I've talked about this deck like 3 times, so I don't even know if I need an outro again. I think was my literal last video was this deck. Yeah. I mean, we played more flushed out games. It's not just like a discussion video, but I mean, this is... It's so... There was actually a lot of games today that didn't involve Strip Mine, which I will say is kind of cool. It's just like the Tifa, where Tifa, or at least my Tifa list, is not all in on Tifa, and I think you're a little bit better for doing that because you can just attack your opponent at a different angle, and your initial angle isn't even that lacking when you're not all in it. And Azusa, there's games where people kill it where it's like too late and they just kill it because it's your commander and it's like rip. But we, at least in the first half, the first chunk of games, we saw players. I saw a bunch of matchups where they seem rather prepared for Azusa, more so than I'm used to, like Ren in 6 and stuff. Like they don't really care if you strip mine because they can just Ren in 6+. However, Azusa can simply vastly outpace something like Ren in 6. You can still strip mine a Ren in 6 player. Strip mine the mirror. For some reason, in the mirror, my opponents just keep conceding. I don't know why. But yeah, the Rofellos I actually forgot existed. It is probably worth it as a 2-mana spell because it is one of those things you play on turn 2, and if it is not answered, you untap and it is very scary. So we don't always have 3 forests in play on turn 3 though, so it's not like amazingly optimal. Maybe take out one of these. No, all the fetch lands are worth it. In fact, Fabled Passage might even be worth it at this point. It is a tap land, which... Oop, not that one. Which is sometimes completely lights out. Like, having a tap land on turn 3 could just make you lose the game on the spot. But I think this is probably worth it. Another fetch land for the Crucible effects, I think is worth it. And some of the landfall things in here are just like that. Like, every time I have one of these, in anything that's a landfall or Crucible effect, I'm just happy, so... I don't know, this is one of those in and out cards. It does show up tapped, and that does matter sometimes. And I don't know, it's up to the individual to think that's worth it. I found Burgeoning, and thus by extension, Exploration, are not really that great because you already have that in the command zone, so I actually took them out. Just felt like that wasn't what I wanted to be doing. But it did sort of feel like a Boreal Grazer, Kami are still worth it. So maybe this could just be Burgeoning in that exact spot instead. The 0/3 can block, and that does matter. Sometimes your opponent swings at you with, I don't know, Emrakul, and you just chug 13 into the Grazer, and that could actually matter. So I saw Innocent Blood. I saw Shieldred's Edict. So, like, Liliana the Veil. Like, there's reasons to play this over Burgeoning, but... I don't know. It's up to the individual. They're really kind of just super similar, with Burgeoning having maybe more of an upside later in the game. I don't know. You could obviously play both of them. But Rofellos just was something I thought was worth it, but still not convinced for any reason that a Rampant Growth style card in this deck makes any sense. 1 into 3 is still the best thing to do. I even having said that, right, not running Burgeoning still kind of makes sense to me. You can always just shave whatever you want if you just outright refuse to not play with every single 1-mana ramp spell into the 3-mana ramp spell. Like, I can see that as an argument. I could probably even shave some of these 3s and just have Azusa be my turn 3 mana play every game, more so. But there are plenty of times where, like, this just is fine to not be cast at 3 mana. Just do something else. If I have only 2 lands in my hand, like, I'm not going to cast this. I'll just play one normally and then cast a different ramp spell and just not care about this. And then it's cheap, or at its cheapest mana-wise, investment-wise, when I go to Strip Mine Loop or something. Or use it to reanimate with Crucible some kind of fetch land 3 times, even with no other value. It's just like, oh, now I'll cast Azusa because there's, you know, Fabled Passage, and then boom, 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 or Ice Till Explorer. I don't necessarily need Strip Mine, so I like that line more than what I see basically every time when I'm playing against this, which is play it, gamble for bajillion drop. Just like Rafellos. Just like Rafellos, except with arguably way more resilience. Because if this dies... But yeah, Rafellos, don't think really did anything. There might have been one game it did something and I still lost. I can't remember. But quick and easy 15 wins. So if that's what you want every day, boom. You know, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I've talked about this like 12 times already. I should make a playlist of Azusa YouTube videos. It'll be like the largest of all the commanders to have that. I wouldn't have thought it was this, but given the amount that I complain about 1 into 3 I win, it would make sense that my most played commander is the 1 into 3 I win one. So, all right, that's it. So let me know what you thought about this. These line of games, because the list wasn't that much different. A few cards keep coming in and out as I play.